So now that Gunther has officially defeated John Cena and can officially say that he was the one to not only retire John Cena, but also make John Cena tap out, that begs the question, for me at least, what's next for Gunther? This is something that I've been talking about since we first found out that Gunther was in fact going to be John Cena's final opponent. Because I said that WWE was trying to build Gunther back up after they severely damaged him in his feud with Jey Uso. That feud seriously did some real damage to Gunther and his character. Because the "you tapped out" chance he was getting, he couldn't have anything to really back it up with. Now, if the crowd starts chanting "you tapped out," he can go right for the jugular and say that I tapped out John Cena. So the purpose of today's video, we are going to be taking a look into Gunther and what lies ahead for him now that he is officially done with John Cena. Real quickly, before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That is all we post is WWE related content. So if you're a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. So in case you guys missed the last video that I posted, I talked about if it was the right decision to have John Cena lose his final match. And I said that it was the right decision for him to lose, not necessarily to tap out, but to lose, I thought it was the right decision. And given what we saw in the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw, Gunther looked like $1,000,000. And he looked like he was being presented as the top heel of the company. And the way that he was able to bring out every single emotion out of people in that promo was genius. This segment cemented Gunther not just as the top heel of the WWE, but also someone who could realistically wake up tomorrow and say that he's going after Cody Rhodes in the Universal Championship. And I say this because we've seen him carry the IC title, we've seen him carry the World Heavyweight title. Now I think it's time for him to go after that Universal Championship. Now, I'm not saying this has to be anytime soon. I'm not even saying that it has to be at WrestleMania 42. But what I really want to see outside of him going after the Universal Championship is dominating people. I need to see Gunther go on a run similar to what we saw with Roman Reigns at the very beginning of the Tribal Chief story, where he was simply dominant, and really before the bloodline would start interfering in his matches. I'm talking about a Triple H-like reign of terror. I'm talking about a Brock Lesnar dominant run after he defeated The Undertaker in the Streak. The type of run from Gunther that is going to cement himself as the top heel of the company, as the ultimate bad guy once again. I think he was on his way there until everything with Jey Uso happened. Now, it did kind of have me a little nervous that one of the people that he talked to after his segment on Monday Night Raw was Otis, because I don't think we need to see Gunther versus Otis any more times. But if he does have a match with Otis, he needs to squash Otis. This is a big time for Gunther and for WWE. They have a chance to make a serious, legit star out of Gunther, not from popularity, but from being a sheer bad guy. And look what happened with Roman Reigns. People went from hating him to him becoming one of the most beloved superstars in the entire industry. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to see something similar like that with Gunther, but if WWE can play their cards right with this, they can set not only themselves up, but also set Gunther up for major successes in the future. And look, this feels to me like we are inevitably somewhere down the line going to get Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. Again, I talked about it earlier. I don't know if it happens at WrestleMania 42. I don't even know if it's going to happen at WrestleMania 43. But somewhere down the line, we are going to get something between Cody Rhodes and Gunther, and I think that is the perfect villain for Cody Rhodes. You take a look at what Cody Rhodes is doing now, and it's not bad, but it's not on the same level as it was when it was Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Obviously, you had Cody chasing the title, and then you had him carrying the title. And there is an argument to be made that he was better at chasing the title than he was at carrying the title, but ever since that point, it really hasn't felt like they had the ultimate big bad guy for Cody Rhodes. Obviously, they tried it with John Cena, didn't really work. They are trying it with Drew McIntyre, and it is kind of working, but people want to see Drew McIntyre win. This time, people necessarily might not want to see Gunther win like they do Drew McIntyre. So I think Gunther defeating John Cena and really starting off this, what I'm hoping is a legendary heel run from Gunther. I do think that the next chapter of the WWE will be heavily focused around Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. Again, Cody Rhodes being the John Cena of this era, more or less, it makes all the sense in the world to have the guy that tapped out John Cena go after the new John Cena in Cody Rhodes. So this is where I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think lies ahead for Gunther now that he has defeated and retired and tapped out John Cena. What do you want to see from Gunther next? As always, let me know that stuff down below in the comments, and while you're down there, swing by the description and click the Linktree link. That is the only link in bio for a reason. That is because it'll take you to all of the social media platforms for this channel. I do strongly suggest going and checking out our X page. Besides YouTube, I am most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLEs. And if you're interested in some more content, you can head over to our Instagram and our TikTok pages. Over there, we do clips from these videos, and it's just another place for me to post when I do upload a video on here to YouTube. So if you do want some extra content from myself, I strongly suggest going and checking out the Linktree page. Again, all the social media platforms are right there. So with all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Both are free. Both really help out the channel a lot. And of course, if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very, very, very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here, because it genuinely means the world to me. And as always, stay tuned for more WWE content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.